Hi guys, Mr. Wicked Shot here. Today we're back with another reaction video, and today we're gonna be taking a little bit look at something not very talked about a lot. I haven't seen many people. I don't think I've seen it anywhere on YouTube where anybody talk too much about race baiting, and it's a thing that's I think going rapid this year. And since the Black Lives Matter movement start taking up steam, and with the cancer culture taking up steam, yeah, it's people that are not even racist are getting perceived as racist just by literally anything possible that you can use to make them seem racist, just to get, whether it's they're doing it for monetary gain, they're doing it for clickbait, they're doing it for videos or whatever it is. But instead of talking about the Karens, because we see those Karens personalities on TV where they call the cops on ordinary, hardworking black people for doing nothing. We see a lot of those. Those people get roasted and called out, and rightfully so. Today, I'll be sweeping house, looking at my own house and see how we compare to acts like those. And I didn't know it was an actual thing until recently, and then the more I saw it, and then I start seeing more, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like race baiting to the point where we're actively trying to make anybody just antagonize them to break, so we can catch them or beat them into doing or seeing something, and then you just got you got them on video, and they can destroy this person. They become a part of a victim of the cancer culture. They lose their job, they lose their home, they lose respect. People start to threaten them and all that stuff. Like, it seemed harmless, but it's so dangerous at the same time. And I'm like, man, it's just it's no worse than swatting somebody. If you guys don't know what swatting is, well, look it up. But race baiting somebody to get their life destroyed is no better than that. So we're going to be watching a video of a lady that was one of the first ones I saw that was a victim of race baiting, where this black family, the mother and daughter, had an interaction with them that didn't seem like anything that should have been made such a big deal by the family, but they made it a big deal because I don't know why. Don't If they just wanted to do it to get attention on themselves, or to get monetary gain from it, or they were just angry because of past experiences and they wanted to just take it out on somebody. But regardless of the reasoning, it still don't make it right. It was fucked up, to be honest. So we're gonna watch this video real quick and see how nasty race baiting can get, and that nobody is immune to it. It's not just something that white people do to black people. Black people are actively out there um, misrepresenting hardworking people like myself by doing things like this. And not only that, stuff like this will deter people like them from trying to support us. Like, I'm talking white people, because like, you try to make somebody that's not racist seem racist, and it just destroys the whole mindset about like supporting a cause for the black community based on the most recent interaction. Like, because this lady, when I watched the video, don't seem like she have any racist bone in her body, but these people try their hardest to make her seem racist and try to get her to react so they could see, oh, she did this because she's racist. And she went out of her way to be very apologetic to them during the altercation. She tried to remain calm at most time. They wouldn't even let her talk. They wouldn't let her leave. Her husband had to come help her get into her car a couple of the time and tried to do it very softly, where it didn't seem like he was being aggressive, and they would still attack him. And they were just being so disrespectful and so ignorant, while calling out the lady for being ignorant. And the reason why this video is important, because the first time I saw this video, it was I don't remember where I saw it, but they started the video from the view of the mom, where she, from her phone, where the gun is being pointed at her. That's where the video started from the first time I saw it. And to many people out there that are not aware and haven't had their minds, opened up, they'll see that if they're already in a volatile place and they explode, they're like, see, white people doing crazy stuff, going out of pocket, just harassing regular law-abiding black persons. That's immediately what I thought when I see it, and that was when I was in a very volatile spot, and I got mad. And then by the time I came around to see the full video on my Facebook page, posted on like my one of my friends list, and my friends list is pretty much majority black, and everyone that watched that video, the full version, none of them were on the side of the black lady. They were pretty much all disgusted by the time they saw the full video. Because, and this is how the media have been using stuff like this to generate anger and reaction in the black community. They show you stuff out of context and give you pieces of something that Trump said and piece of this and piece of that, and they just give you the worst of it and then show it to you. And they just put the title, Black Woman Being Racist. White woman being racist, white man pulls gun on black family, and you don't know any of the context. That's all they need to read and see, and you immediately lose your shit. So literally nobody was on. She was calling the white lady and her husband ignorant, and she's probably the most ignorant person I've seen, right? And we're gonna watch and see if you guys agree with me and tell me who you think was in the wrong and who you think was in the right. And we'll close off the video with a small discussion at the end. So let's go ahead and pick it up. Sorry I talk so much. Let's go.
Welcome back to GMA. The woman at the center of this video, shared more than 12 million times, is speaking out about why she pulled out a gun during a confrontation in a Chipotle parking lot. ABC's Alex Prochet joins us with what she's saying this morning. Good morning to you, Alex.
Good morning, Eva. This is another one of those cases we're talking about because of cell phone video. The black family held at gunpoint says it was racial. The white woman who pulled her gun says she feared for her life.
She got the gun on me. Get away.
This morning, two sides to a video gone viral. 32-year-old Jillian Woostenberg, seen here pulling a gun on a black family during an argument in a parking lot, says she did it because she feared for her life.
So you felt like you had no choice at that point but to pull the gun?
Yeah.
That was what was in your mind?
Yeah, just, I need to live.
The incident happened in Orion Township in Michigan. Woostenberg says she was leaving the restaurant with bags of food.
On the way out, she passed by Tequila Hill and her 15-year-old daughter. Hill's daughter says Jillian bumped her.
She came out and started yelling at me, and I just held my left hand up and said, walk away, just walk away. And it escalated from there.
Woostenberg says the Hill family threatened her and her husband, called her a racist and ignorant, but she was able to get in their minivan. She says as they tried to leave, Hill hit the back window. The video then shows Woostenberg getting out of the van, loading a round into the chamber of her registered handgun and pointing it at the Hill family. Woostenberg eventually gets back into the minivan and she and her husband drive away. But when prosecutors saw this video, they charged both Jillian and her husband Eric with felonious assault.
Tequila Hill's attorney says prosecutors should have done more.
It's absolutely disgusting conduct from the defendants in this case.
I'm telling you.
Hill's attorneys also believe race played a part in this.
They had to have an honest and reasonable belief that they were going to sustain an injury. So where did that come from? The only thing that could have come from was her race.
Now, Woostenberg's attorney says he believes that Tequila Hill violated Michigan's ethnic intimidation statute. Jillian Woostenberg insists that she's not a racist.
So right there where they're saying where she pulled the gun, that's where it started off for me. And I'm telling you that I don't agree first off with the pulling of the gun and all that stuff. I think it was excessive as for sure, but I understand why she did it. And I don't think her intention was to shoot because as you can see in the video, her hand wasn't on the trigger. It was actually to the side. And so it tells you she wasn't in think she if you I'll show you, I'll put a link up here. I'll put a link in the description to so you see the full video of how it started. And you'll see that why she actually pulled the gun. And that I don't think where she said she did it because she was fearful for her life. I think that's kind of a bit excessive. That's the only part where she lost me at. But I understand, and I still don't think that she's racist in anything, in any part of it what she did, because when you watch the full 4 minute video, you'll see where she was even apologizing to the family while it was getting at her for whatever they went through. If somebody was racist to them in the past or something, she's apologizing to them, say, "Hey, I'm sorry for whatever, whoever did this to you in the past, but it's wrong, and I let you, and letting them know." And while she's trying to leave, they just didn't want to, give in. They didn't want to give in, and they're literally blocking her from leaving. At one point, the black mom went to the back of her vehicle to block her off so she couldn't leave. And when she's still trying to leave, she started banging on the back of the lady's driver back glass, and that's when she exited the vehicle with the gun, because they're trying to leave. They're trying to get out of the situation, and they won't let him. And that's when she pulled the gun. It was when just, I guess, I figured they can't do nothing else. They're trying to literally. I think she did it because she's trying to scare them off. You know, back them off of her. And that's when the mom, because up until that point, the mom wasn't recorded. It's only after the daughter was recording the whole time. It's only after the white lady pulled the gun. That's when the mom, I guess, like, shit hit the fan, and she's like, okay, now I'm gonna start recording. Got you, and you can tell and hear in the white lady voice that she was scared as hell. Even though she's the one with the gun, and even though she's telling him to back up so she can get space to move, because essentially she's trying to tell him to move. That's why she keeps saying back up. It's because they're literally in the vehicle's way and behind the vehicle that she can't move, and she don't want to run over them. And she's trying to leave, and they're banging on the window like, what's she supposed to do? How was she supposed to get out of the situation and get him to back up? So that's why I say I understand her pulling the gun, and I don't believe her intention was to shoot. But you're just getting aggravated. They're just aggravating the poor woman to react, so they can clickbait her into doing something and say, okay, she finally did something that was racist. And I tell you, the post, the link, the place that thing was posted, nobody was agreeing with the mother's action. They were all disappointed that she's like badly representing the majority of black people out there by doing that. And there's a lot of people in instance like that one, and this was one of the most recent one that I saw. So I'll put the link down below for the full video so you can watch and see how it started. And it started from something so small, and and I know that right now they're probably going to get, the wife and the husband are probably going to get charged, and because they brandish a gun, and they just pretty much get the life destroyed. Like they're going to be seen as racist by millions, and become a victim of the cancel culture for something that was unjust in my view. It was despicable behavior by the mother. Just going off like that, and just not being, like I said, it was just not okay. So let you guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments below, and we'll see. And I'll be back with another video sometime soon. All right, you guys take care. Peace, one love.